When it comes to style, it's very much to do with individual. The number one thing that I always suggest to the bride is she has to be herself. When people look at that dress, they will say, oh, that is her. You know, you don't want to be somebody else because your husband is marrying you. This girl, to me, she has a lot of confidence. She is global. She believes into what she believes in. She doesn't care too much about what people think about her. And she's just full of confidence. That's the way I describe this girl. So I think the most important thing is just, choose the right gown that looks like you. And then I think need to take into consideration of the weather, the venue, and also your guest list. With bridal, I think trends comes a little less important because every little girl when they are, they have that in their mind, they want to be a princess somebody, But of course there's trend. The trend for now is because of the new generation. They go for more experience and they want to invest money into something different than just a huge big wedding. They will want something a little more relaxed, a little more lighter, more airy, sometimes a little more edgy. I think bridesmaid is different from the guest. The bridesmaid, they have a duty. They are not just there for pictures. So I think as much as being nice, but they also have to be very comfortable. They have to be able to move around and not worry that the dress might fall down at the front and things like that. I got married about 5 years ago, and my biggest regret was changing too many times. So I was changing, 5 times. And I didn't even remember what our candy corner looks like. I was just so busy going in and out of the changing room. So I really recommend the bride, try to limit the number of gowns that you're going to change. Try to enjoy the event. So maybe you have your wedding gown, you have your evening gown, and if you have to wear traditional Chinese gown, I think that is very good. However, I also think that they should rent a extra white gown just in case that spill something and wine on your dress and things like that. Then you have a second dress. Whether she is a singer, actress, or from a royal family, to me, I treat all the brides no different. So a celebrity to me is another bride, or I would say a friend. Most of them become my friend. Every bride and every girl have a different request and different needs on their wedding day or even a special occasion night. So I'm here to service them. They're all equally important to me. I've been in this industry for a little bit over 25 years. In the 90s, I used to design gowns for pageant and in the US. And then in 2003, I started to work with Ole Cassini. So Mr. Cassini, he was the appointed designer for Jackie Kennedy, and he was very much in love with the Hollywood, and at once upon a time, he was engaged with Grace Kelly. And then during that time, I worked with him on kind of a white collection, and then later on, I did his bridal collection. Throughout different years, I also work on different brands and labels like Vera Wang, Jenny Packham, Zach Post, and Melissa Sweet. In 2006, Mr. Cassini passed away, and I was appointed to be the creative director of his bridal house. And from then on, I started to develop more different labels, and 2008, I just felt maybe it's time for me to do a Viola label as well. And that's how the whole thing started. First of all, thanks to my great creative team, I do have a very good team that work with me in creating the collection. And we all start with initial concept. So we are about 18 months advanced when it comes to the initial concept. And once the concept is done, then we search for different beading and fabrics in details, because at initial concept we will have some kind of idea of fabric, but once it's confirmed, then we actually go to look for the fabric and create and design the laces. And then later on, we will do the beading work and then get into the sketches. Once we've done the sketches, we will look into the sketches divide into different regions, like whether it's for Australia, from America, or from South Africa or Turkey, and now of course Hong Kong. And then we will divide those and then put into development. So each gown usually will take, I would say, a period of 6 months to develop.